Hey guys, welcome back to Your Wine Girl. Today is Wine Wednesday, and this week's wine tasting that I do live, as you are seeing right now, is going to be about Acrobat Rosé. So, let's bring this up around here. Okay. Ta-da! Alright, so if you guys remember, I was talking about how on my What's New Friday video that this is a special release. So far it has been seen in Dallas area. I believe it's starting to become more widely available. So far I have had it at Central Market, or we've had it at Central Market, but it's supposed to be expanding. So this is the 2016 vintage, so we've got a little bit of hopefully some body and taste to it versus something that's a little bit newer vintage. And a little bit about Acrobat Rosé or Acrobat wine. So Acrobat is it's an Oregon winery. They're very popular. They are known for having wines that are pretty affordable. Not like saying inexpensive, but more of like, you know, the $10 to $20 range, mainly around the $15 range. So it's a good, they're known for having wines that are affordable for everyday drinkers, for anybody. So that's what I like about Acrobat. They are from Oregon, which is one of my favorite wine areas. I love Oregon wine. I usually tend to love Oregon wine because there's a little bit more, put air to it, you know. I think that just because the air is different up in Oregon, you can get a little bit more of the flavors in the wine. You can get a little bit more, well, the terrain is different, which, I mean, it's just Oregon wine. Let's just put it that way. There's more fruit. There's usually less tannin, less, you know, boldness to it, like as in Napa or California sometimes, which can be a lot more earthy, a little bit more intense flavors, versus Oregon wines, which can still do that, aren't as mind-blowing to me. So that's why I really enjoy Oregon wines. They make the best Pinot Noirs and Pinot Gris, for that fact, at least to me. So that's a little bit about Acrobat Rosé, or Acrobat Winery. So this rosé, because it is from Oregon, and like most rosés, sorry, I'm not used to having a front-facing. Yes, there we go. As you can see, is a rosé of Pinot Noir. So most rosés are going to be, especially from the Oregon area, and from most of the U.S. is going to be Pinot Noir based. If it's not 100% Pinot Noir, like this one is, I believe, then it's going to be a blend, but it has at least some Pinot Noir in it. Now, your French rosés are actually not going to have Pinot Noir for the most part. They're usually a blend of, you know, Grenache, and so there could be some Mourvedre in there. It's a lot of different grapes. It's usually a blend, and it's not usually one type of varietal. So they're pretty different from each other, having a US and a French rosé. So I am a big fan of all rosés. If you guys did not tell, I'm wearing pink. Come on now. But I really have a soft spot for Pinot Noir rosés. So yay! Okay, so let's try this. And right now, guys, this is on sale at Central Market in Dallas for under $10. So that is one heck of a deal. Like I said, you know, very affordable wines, but that's a really good deal. Okay, so here we go. And what I did was I got this out probably about 10-15 minutes ago, because if you guys have watched my videos in the past, sometimes I say, you know, oh, it's a little cold. It would taste a little bit better if we let it kind of get a little bit more room temperature. So I did that today. Should have been doing that before. so I apologize. So like I've said in videos past, guys, take your wine out. If it's a rosé or a white, take it out 10 minutes before you're about to serve it, so it's not ice cold where you can't taste anything. So that way, by the time you actually get to it, it's going to have some flavor, things that you can actually taste. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. All right. Oh yeah, look at that beauty. All right. Oh man, that is awesome. Okay guys, so this is a beautiful looking rosé. So we're gonna say that this is kind of like a light salmon color, like a pink salmon color. As you can see, it's not the same color as my shirt, which is like a fuchsia pink. So this is going to be more of, I'm gonna say more of like a salmon. You can maybe say like a pink rose, like an actual pink rose, not like, you know, like hot pink or anything like that, like a rose colored wine. Has a nice clear rim to it. Almost looks like you can see a little bit of an orange tinge. Wow, that's really, really pretty. I'm really excited about this one. I love the color. To me, half of the excitement and taste of wine, getting into it, is just the color, the appearance of wine. So I'm really fascinated by this color. All right, guys, so yeah, to me, you can really kind of tell that this is going to be more of a Pinot Noir rosé. Ooh, yes. Okay, let's swirl it to open it up. All right, here we go. All right, so we do get some alcohol. Alcohol content on this, guys, by the way, is 14%, which for a rosé, to me, that seems a little bit high. So we're going to keep going with that, but maybe because it's a Pinot Noir based rosé, it's got a little bit more alcohol content. It can handle a little bit more alcohol versus some other rosés that are a lot lighter in color, probably can't handle too much of alcohol influence. Oh, I get a nice cherry strawberry bouquet. Wow, that's nice. Guys, I'm telling you, it makes a big, big difference when it is not ice cold. You can really smell so much around the nose. Wow. I almost get like a candied cherry. Okay. Honestly, almost a little bit of bubble gum. So if you guys think of it like that pink bubble gum, it smells, I get a little bit of that influence. So a little bit of a Jolly Rancher kind of thing going on too. I get raspberry also. It's like a bright raspberry. And a little bit of lemon. Squeeze it. Oh, that's good. Wow, that's really, really good. Okay, so definitely get that cherry like right up front. As soon as it hits your lips, you get a lot of cherry. Wow, that's really good. Okay, one more time. Okay, cherry, strawberry, a little bit of watermelon. It's like a very, very faint hint to it. And I'm really loving this body. So it's a very light body. So if you guys remember my last video, I was talking about how the body of the wine, and it's a very light, so it goes down really, really quick. So it doesn't linger a whole bunch body-wise. It's the weight of the wine, let's put it That's the best way to put it. So when I say it's a light-bodied wine, it means that the weight of the actual wine is very light. It's a very refreshing, light body. This is definitely a summer wine that I could see. Now it does have a lingering finish to it, though. It's still going, but the lingering finish is more of like kind of like a floral kind of taste going all the way down, and with some alcohol. The alcohol is definitely lingering, so I would say it is about a medium bodied or medium alcohol content. After all, it is 14%. Wow, this is really good. Definitely get some of that, I want to say like a violet kind of taste that's right there on the sides. It has a nice acidity to it, not too overpowering. And you could say there's a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of tannin, but it's very, very slight. Wow, guys, this is amazing. This is really good. And I'm a little harsh sometimes when it comes to rosé. I know, maybe I'm not, but a little bit. I mean, I love pink. I am a girl. And I do love pink inside and out. So, all right, so this, guys, is going to be really delicious for the summer months, especially here in Texas or any places getting a heat wave right now. Because of the lightness to it, you can definitely have it with fish. You could have it with some salmon. Probably anything from the grill would be really good with this, actually. Kind of those char marks are really kind of going to balance each other out. Got the lightness with the char marks, and it's kind of just going to get it to where it washes it down but nicely. We also just had some shrimp and rice, and that would be really good with this right now. So definitely your seafood, guys, with this, or any of your like a strawberry salad. Oh, I can see this working so well. So recap. Big fan of the 2016 vintage of the Acrobat Rosé. You might see the 2017 vintage out there right now as well. It's a possibility. If you do, the flavor may not be quite as intense. It may be toned down a little bit, but that does not mean don't give it a shot. But if you do find the 2016, guys, you are going to love it. Available for about $10 possibly or less. So guys, really go and try this out. Remember, it's an Oregon wine, so it's big on the fruit. That's why I love these wines. Big on fruit, big on taste, and not going to break the bank. That's what I'm all about, you know, guys. Your Wine Girl is all about finding you some good wines that are not going to break your bank, where you can just learn a little bit more. Okay, guys, so thank you so much for joining me on Wine Wednesday for the Acrobat Rosé tasting. Don't forget to join me every week. I'm going to continue doing these live every Wednesday. So stay tuned, and thank you so much. Bye, guys. Cheers.